Welcome to No Flips, Just Mics. This is Conquest's weekly wrestling podcast in which we jump into the wrestling world and hopefully entertain you along the way with our shenanigans. I'm Rhys Baldwin. Joining me, my co-host Eric Hart.
Hey.
And we have 3 topics to go through. Still got the high spots, still got the hard attic. Let's begin. Topic 1 is all about No Mercy. No Mercy happened Sunday just gone. Had about 8 matches, I think. Including the pre-show.
Yeah, including the pre-show. Yeah, 8 matches altogether. Yeah.
Not a bad show overall.
I really enjoyed it. Like I really feel like nearly everything pretty much delivered for me. In like maybe not not everything was fantastic, but everything was like good or solid. And
yeah,
really,
at least a
like,
decent quality of wrestling.
Yeah.
There was not one bad match.
I'd say the only thing I wasn't
just some dull
big
moments
on was the Enzo Neville match. Like.
Yeah,
That's the only thing, because one, I knew that was kind of where they were going, and it was fine, but at the same time,
yeah.
Obviously with the follow-up, which we'll get to, I'm okay with it now, but like in the outset, I was just like, oh, it literally went the exact way I was expecting it to. But annoying, Enzo's bump in was like fine, he was taking stuff well, but it's just like the whole thing was just like.
No, that
And
was
the
huge.
crowd wasn't like.
No, the crowd weren't invested.
So that
fully.
didn't help it. And
that's the thing. It's like, say he was bumping well, but that was his job anyway.
was it really?
He was always the
like
bump.
that was a bit really. He just puts up with bumps, and then gets the low blow and roll up win, and it's just like with someone like Neville, it just feels like a bit of a. But like I said, with the follow up, it kind of not so. It's fine. But like everything else, I thought was. I really enjoyed what they did. Like I thought, Cruz Elias did a nice little pre-show opener, and then what was the opening matchup?
In order, I don't think we'll be able to stick to that. But so we had the women's championship. Fatal 5-way.
5-way, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that. Nia taking the bomb on the outside it's a great spot.
For me, she was like the main. I think she's the one that stood out in that match.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd were fully behind her. I think she is ready to get that title essentially.
Definitely.
It's just a matter of getting it on her at some point. So, but she did that little double Samoan drop.
Yeah. Showing her brute strength.
But it was fun though. That's one of the fun. It was. I think it was one of the better multi-women's I've seen recently. I feel like in recent months,
I'd say so.
they've been a bit like.
They've had quite a few.
They've had a good number this year. They can you can stop them, or just minimize them now, to be honest. But I enjoyed it. I thought they did fun. The crowd really got into it, and
the tag title match.
Really
Cesaro. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Just well done, Cesaro. You legit front teeth lodged into his gums.
At first everyone thought he lost him, didn't he? And it's like, no, they've just been pushed up, and I was like, Jesus
and because
Christ.
he took the slingshot into the.
And he overshot it and hit the post.
And literally, that was all him.
Yeah.
That was literally all in. There was no blame for he literally just went up there.
He's not used to hitting that new post or the thing, so he just didn't expect it to really
But just thinking about how he would have hit it, he would have had to almost bite down,
because you would have obviously put the hand out, so it would have been and then obviously he must have hit the thing with the hand, but the corner of the thing was
and his
still
head still went. But
it's
fair play, finished the match and delivered a great match.
That was really good. It was one of that was one of the best matches of the night for sure. And I mean, the entire thing. I think the majority of it was literally them beating up Ambrose and Rollins, but they do it in such a good way. It's just really keep it interesting, and then obviously then Ambrose and Rollins managed to retain barely after just taking a tear in the bloody white noise powerbomb. Rollins getting powerbomb on Ambrose spot that. That was some awesome stuff. Tell you what did surprise me, and I went in with very little hype for it. Was Balor Wyatt? Like I went in, because I was like, oh man, this man. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was really good. Like I liked how they opened with it with Wyatt attacking Balor and like the rib injury, and I really like how I played it. Like it got me really invested in it. Like I didn't think I was going to get invested, but I was like, no, I've actually really enjoyed that, and they did a much better match than the SummerSlam match. So I was really like,
I felt the same along the lines. It was definitely better. I don't know whether it was like a great matchup, but I enjoyed it.
No, I wasn't great, but I think it was like really
better than the previous out did.
Really good.
Like I said, like I was more invested with the whole like the attack before the match. They're going to continue. Of course they are. Where they're going to go with it.
They played the dynamic of Balor having to beat Wyatt as just a man.
Yeah.
Like really nicely, which because at first I was like not sure about it, but I think they did it well.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously Wyatt took another loss, so that's
no big match wins for Wyatt.
And then I think Miz and Jordan delivered a really nice opener as well. Like Jordan was again impressive, and just like crowd still not getting behind him, and also they shouldn't have had him talk afterwards because I think that promo was.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they like decide sometimes to have the promo after the match, and it's like
because the crowd booed him.
Yeah,
and like he kind of just sounds really smarmy and just like
it
was that typical like I'll make this face joke that isn't funny kind of thing like oh Miz what was it like that's right remember. It was angle they can't use second angle but Miz you suck or something like that and I'm just like aside from that well done good match very well good.
We had what I thought was a great match, like a true great match, was Reigns and Cena.
I completely agree.
Wow.
My brother didn't like it at all. I watched the event. My brother didn't like it, but he's very like Reigns biased against.
To be fair, some
like,
people are.
Because he has, that's fair enough. But I agree. I thought it was great. Like it was very like. It was kind of the way I expected it to go. Like Reigns gets a bit of control, then they have this mass big back and forth.
Yeah.
And like so, it was like sort of by the numbers, but like really like just like crowd were into it. Really, had some really nice near falls. I mean, I know I've seen people think that Reigns kicking out of 4 A's is too much. However, the way I see it is this. They're obviously trying to show Cena's not the guy he once was now.
Yeah.
And for a while now, the AA hasn't been that effective as such. Because when you look at his matches, Styles was kicking out of a top rope one.
Yeah.
So it's taken him more to do it, and also he's getting older. He's not going to have the same amount of oomph behind it.
No.
Combine now with Reigns, who is one of the top guys, and has some of Undertaker's Mania energy after beating him.
Yeah.
I could buy him like kicking out of them.
Definitely.
And to be fair, I was like literally just like I thought like with the last two, I thought Cena had him.
Those last two, I was there. I was like, "There's over," kicked out, and I was like, "What?"
Because I had that reaction and wasn't like, oh, like for me that's good. Like that, had that investment there. It didn't take me out of it. I was just like,
I was already invested in the match pre going into it. I was like, this is great. This is this day and age equivalent of Rock Austin or Icon versus Icon. This is the new version of that, and
it's the passing of the torch, isn't it?
Passing of the torch, or how Cena explained it. He didn't pass the torch. Reigns took it.
And I was
like, literally before the match, brilliant. Building up to it, the match, brilliant. After the match, Cena on Raw Talk, his little thing about Reigns took it, and just sort of this little, like, I won't say spiel, but his promo in general, and it was just like it just built this package, and it was like, yep, I'm happy with that. A match I'd probably I'd want to watch again. I think I would need to watch it again to fully.
They did well, and they protected Reigns' spear, which I'm glad they continue to do because they still haven't had. I think barely anyone's ever kicked out of it, so it's still like.
Reigns DDTing himself through a table.
Oh
Near
shit!
enough.
That was bad. Like when he did it, I was like, Reigns took the worst of that. I'm not seeing it.
Wow. But
Fair play to him.
overall, great match.
Yeah, that was the
would
match
be
of the night.
happy to see that again. I saw on it was Twitter or like something online where there was a picture photoshopped together of everyone who's held Reigns' hand up after a match, and you had stuff like Cena, Rock, Bryan, and I don't know, there was a picture of someone else there, and there's like, wow, WWE are really trying hard to get everyone to like Reigns. But yeah, overall, great match.
Yeah, that was the match of the show essentially.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
The show, like,
another thing then, we had the main event.
we had the main event.
Of course, Lesnar Braun, it delivered. I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was good.
The finish for me was a bit
It was flat.
like,
It was flat. I agree.
Same with him versus Samoa Joe. One F5
It's this really weird, like,
and he's putting away people.
abrupt finish. That's
Yeah.
just like I don't know why.
And the SummerSlam match, I think.
Like
Joe, the SummerSlam match, and him versus
SummerSlam
Braun.
match
It's
was-
like one F5 ends it all.
SummerSlam
It's
match
like,
I
hang on a
wasn't too
minute, you had
bothered
to put
with.
3 or 4 F5s into a match before you finish someone, and now you're doing just one, and that's it.
Yeah, so the SummerSlam I was fine with because like they had a nice build up to it. Really.
Yeah,
But I do think for me this is worse than the Joe one. With the Joe one, I felt like the F5 was a desperation kind of one.
yeah.
This one kind of just came out of nowhere. The crowd were really weird with their reactions. I thought like they weren't reacting to certain things and they were like being like odd. So I don't think that helped
Right.
because it felt a bit awkward when because
Yeah.
I don't think there was much of a reaction when he actually F5'd Strowman, and then like it was just like this kind of like awkwardness. There was kind of an awkward atmosphere. I thought.
Yeah.
I also thought the only other thing I wasn't big on, I thought the Kimura's bit was a bit awkward.
Yeah. Definitely.
I liked it because it helped weaken Strowman so Lesnar could start like getting him, but it was just like and there's that bit where he does the spine buster and just like kind of lays there as if Lesnar's meant to get him.
Yeah, it looks like Lesnar's
like,
meant to get him back in it.
I feel like that was the case, and then Lesnar's like, no bollocks, just go away. Like, I think like a lot of people. Apparently, there's apparently someone reckons there's a point in the match where he tells Strowman, "I'm done." As in he's gassed and just wants to end it all. Just that thing, which may be the case. I don't know. I know he definitely said when he was doing the Germans, "Come on, help me, big man," was one of the things he said doing German suplexes. But to be fair, hitting 6 German suplexes on a Strowman, you probably would need a lot of some help with the other guy. But but no, it was like I say, it was fine. It was a good. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't like it at all and like thought it was either it exposed Lesnar or exposed Strowman, but I just thought
I thought it was tidy.
I enjoyed
from
what
both
they did. I
sides.
thought they worked it the way they did work it the similar way I was expecting. It was just that finish really like I was just like
it just caught you off guard. Like I'm very one. Like I kind of keep an eye on the time sometimes, so I know when a match is kind of going to end.
Me and my brother
gauge how long a match is going to be. So going into it, I was like, oh, there's only going to be like 10 minutes, and then that F5, and I was that still caught me off guard. Like in terms of that being the finish, not so much the F5. I knew it was coming. Then when it hit 3, I was like, really, you end it like that, the same way you ended him and Joe, and
I wasn't like
it is. It's because of that one F5, and I'm just like, hang on a minute now. In a lot of his previous matches, he's been having to hit 3 or 4 F5s, sometimes 2 F5s. There isn't usually 6 or 7 suplexes and 1 F5.
I don't really mind 1 F5s. It's just it's just the way, like I said, it was just the execution of the whole thing. Just felt flat. It just didn't you just felt like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
It was a case of that's it kind of thing. So I feel like, that's like that was disappointing, but whatever. Like.
Yeah.
But like I said, I really enjoyed the event overall. Like I just thought delivered a really solid pay-per-view, essentially.
Solid show with many good to great matches.
Yeah, they did like nothing. No one like
weren't bad matches. There was just some maybe.
It was just like I said,
moments.
Yeah, it's just like the whole Enzo and Cassing and Lesnar and Strowman. They were
Enzo Neville.
Enzo. Yeah, I said Enzo Neville. Sorry.
Can't teach that. Okay, so that's it for No Mercy.
Yeah, I think that's it. Solid show. Well done.
Topic 2 now is all about our favourite match types, and we may talk about some of the crap ones, but I thought it'd be nice because when certain matches are announced, I get like super hyped for ladder matches, elimination chamber, and whatnot. And I just thought we'd discuss what are our favourite match types in general, what gets our blood going, and what are the worst ones imaginable. So yeah, what's one of your favourite match types?
I don't know. I like a lot of things. It's very
what's one of them?
It's just like TLCs.
TLC. It's a great example. The high octane, just crazy.
I can't say I get as hyped for them these days as I used to. Like back
because they're not surprising anymore. When they're happening. TLC.
But like when I back in the day, whenever I heard like a TLC match or something, I was like, oh yeah, TLC.
Yeah.
Like when when they had them, like when Cena and Edge was gonna have one-on-one. Taker Edge. That was a thing when Extreme Rules 1 year, when it started in 2008, I think.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So like things. I think that's one of the things about it is like obviously I really like Hell in the Cells as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like how they planned out, which we've discussed before.
When they come in, so it's not quite as that reaction.
It's so like stuff like that, and I'm trying to think of anything like special. Like Last Man Standing is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Last Man Standing. That's one that I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be cool. Depending on who's in it, I suppose. But good Iron Man matches for me. I love Iron Man matches. They happen very rarely. So when they're announced, obviously it's got to be the right people involved. It depends, really. But I enjoyed Cena Orton's Iron Man match. So
I like Cena Orton's too, but to an extent, with the amount of time they had dead air, they could have.
Yeah.
If they had did everything they did in that 16 minutes into a 30-minute match, would have been great in my eyes. But as the 60-minute, it kind of like it was fine. Like I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it would have worked. I felt like there was a lot of time where they were just not doing much
rest holds and stuff.
It was all that. Yeah, it was all kind of like just slow. Like they're getting tired, but at the same time, just like if you just did everything you just did into a 30-minute time frame, would have been outstanding. I did like the new DQ little element they added to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think things like that, like ladder matches, are always fun. Like I'm always happy to watch a ladder match.
Like once again, they come in, but they generally
sometimes
pretty
they
good.
don't. Sometimes they just come up.
Sometimes.
Random bits.
Like the Mania ones for the past, for 30 and 31 and 32 even.
There's one Extreme Rules. Sometimes have Extreme Rules.
But my favourite is the Elimination Chamber. I just like the whole dynamic. 6 people going into this chamber, giving it all they got for either a shot at the title or the title itself. Royal Rumble, that is just, even though it's coming, you're like, I know it's coming, but I want it. I want it so much.
That big thing, because it is the start of the road to WrestleMania, so that's the main hype thing behind it. I tell you what, I really love elimination tag matches. Just big old ones. Survivor Series matches. I've always it's been one of my favourites. It was like as growing up, when I always used to love Survivor Series. Like I want to see one of my favourites. I was always just loved seeing these big elimination tag matches. Just because you just got a lot of stuff in there, and it really is
when I first got into it, August 2003, I want to say, something like that. So obviously it came up to November. Survivor Series was one of the first pay-per-views that I properly saw. I just love the dynamic of... I love team warfare. I love multiple people going against multiple people and brawls. People getting eliminated. It can turn into 4-on-2. It can turn into 1-on-3. Fucking 4-on-1. And it's like... just the whole dynamics and story building of it all, particularly back then, there's not so much story built now. That some of them are randomly thrown together, but I think
even random thrown together. I like
for 2003, 4, and I think 5. Like they had this thing where Orton would be the sole survivor. For each year.
Orton was like sole survivor
I just thought that was really cool, like the whole sole survivor moniker as well, that you've managed to overcome.
Well, it's one of the few things where I really like, because there's a lot of older Survivor Series pay-per-view matches I can watch and stuff. Like I love Survivor Series 96. It's got some really good ones on there, and it's just like, I don't know, it's something you can't usually go wrong with. And I also really like tornado tags, like no DQ ones. Just seeing like two teams just like go at it and like just like chaotic. Does that have a chaotic kind of feel with it? Like with when they did that the TLC one when Shield debuted. That was fantastic. That exceeded so much expectation. Like I was just like, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, and then it was just like that was blew me away.
Didn't they do like a Texas Tornado tag team match? Maybe not this year at Extreme Rules, but year before. I want to say they did.
Oh, was that?
It was like the Usos maybe versus someone.
They've done the Shield against the thingy, the Authority. Oh no, Evolution.
Yeah, they've done that.
They did the Shield against the Evolution.
That was a great match.
Sure, Shield in any and I think Shield and Wyatt's had one, or did they just have a normal 6-man? I'm sure they've had
I'm
like
not
a
sure
mental
on
one. That might have been on Raw, to be fair. They might have done something on Raw with that.
Yeah. What was it? What was I going to want? Ambulance matches. Don't know why. I like them. I just do probably because once again, 2003 Survivor Series, Kane and Shane McMahon. I just thought that was dope.
That was good too. That was a good one.
Buried Alive. Interesting concept, but they're not really getting buried alive.
But they kind of declined over. Like I feel like there were some good ones in the 90s, but all the ones in the 2000s, there wasn't many. I think is literally
2 or 3.
Taker McMahon and Taker Kane.
Yeah.
And those ones weren't good.
Well,
the first one was really.
The first one was entertaining.
But I don't know, they're weird ones, same ones.
What are the stipulations? Pole matches.
Pole matches are the bane
on a pole.
Any like no DQ. That they're like such a like. We don't really know what to do with it. Let's stick a pole.
Something on a pole is.
They're never good.
Terrible stipulation.
I mean, like sometimes they're fine, like they're fun, but a lot of the times you just don't care for them. They're just like,
definitely not.
Singapore chain or biker chain. When they had Taker and Lesnar and a biker chain in the pole match, like why even bother? There's No Mercy 2003. Like
I remember that one.
VHS.
What was stipulation I was about to bring up? I can't remember.
Cage matches are a weird one.
I've never really enjoyed cage matches. I think Big Show and Braun was like an exception for me, because I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, cage matches are weird because when they announce them, I'm never like, oh, cage match.
I'm initially like that, and I remember what are good cage matches.
It can vary because sometimes I'm just it depends who's in it. Sometimes other times. Because sometimes I'm just like, when they have them on Raw, when they just have like normal ones. Because to be fair, a lot of them have been, again, there not necessarily been that many great ones.
Yeah.
But there's been some good ones. That's kind of what things. I mean, you know, because trying to just think of them sometimes, you just think.
Yeah.
Like, one that sticks out for me was, I think, Extreme Rules 2010 or 11. I think it was 2011, which was Morrison, Miz and Cena. That was a really good little cage match, and I can barely, apart from like maybe like Shawn Strowman, I can barely ever think of any that really like stick out for me. Like, I can think of ones that like, oh,
great,
that was,
but there's some decent ones.
like all the rest I think of, I'm just like, that was fine, but they never really like grip me like a Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell's always felt more.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell, for some reason,
even though it
does feel...
It's been a bit diluted now. If they put the right feuds in there, there's that investment. There's like, oh, like as a kid, I was like, Hell in a Cell.
I think Hell in a Cell, there's just more possibility. Like in a cage, they are restricted
to
just in the ring.
Just like, oh, I can bounce you off the cage, or we can do something off it. But like that very happens.
There's more room. You can do stuff on the outside.
There's weapons under the arena. It feels more brutal and more like, you know,
Satan structure
thing compared to just like
strap matches. I enjoyed the idea of it. The execution has never really fully got me. Like JBL Guerrero in the Texas Bull Rope match. That is the one that sticks out in my head as
that
like,
is a good
wow.
one, to be fair.
There was one Umaga versed someone at
Jeff Hardy, was it?
Yeah, I think it was Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. I know he had that feud going on with him.
And then I'm trying to think of the most recent strap match that I've seen.
Chad Gaspard versus JTG.
That was for some reason I remember enjoying that.
Actually, to be fair,
for some reason I remember enjoying that one.
The only other ones I remember, there's the one, was Del Rio in one with someone?
Yes. Him and Sheamus, maybe?
Swagger?
I could have been him and Swagger. I'll do some research.
I know there's the
woof.
Dusty Rhodes Orton one from Great American Bash 2007, which is basically Orton bumping, doing a bunch of bumps, and then like I think he wins.
No, I do not want a strip match.
Strip match. That's it. Now we're getting into a different territory.
Winner takes all. No.
But no, I know what you mean with the strap match.
Henry Sheamus, Mark Henry.
Oh my god.
And Sheamus, that was one.
It just reminded me of like one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life.
What? Henry and...
No, not Henry Sheamus. I have nothing against Henry Sheamus. I'm pretty sure I probably enjoyed that, to be honest. No, from going way back to 1996 with probably the worst pay-per-view I've ever watched in my entire life, which is WCW Uncensored 96, and the main event was meant to be a strap match between Vader and Hulk Hogan.
Right.
And at one point, I'm pretty sure Hogan or Vader takes their strap off, puts it on someone else, and like wins the match that way, and it just didn't make
strap match. Hulk Hogan with Renegade versus Big Van Vader with Ric Flair.
That's probably the one. I'm pretty sure like Hogan or like Vader puts the strap on Renegade. Or Hogan puts the strap on Flair or something, and then he ends up like winning that way, and it just like makes no sense, and the whole thing just a piece of shit, and the whole pay-per-view is dire. Like I think there's like one decent match on that entire card. Like there's some.
Trish and Lita apparently had one, and Stephanie and Trish.
Oh no, I've seen that. When were they?
2000 for Trish and Lita, had about the same era for Stephanie and Trish, I think. There's just YouTube videos that pop up.
Rusev Cena had one.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, yes. That one wasn't the best.
Samoan strap match, Indian strap match, Texas Bull Rope, country whipping match.
Either way, they're just like, you know.
Country whipping match. Was that Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler?
Michael Cole and, or was it Jim Ross?
Oh, it might have been Jim.
I feel like he versed Jim Ross.
Yeah. I think so.
Horrible feud.
So,
Strap
there's
matches,
some great stipulations. There are some absolutely terrible
I mean, to be
ones.
honest, even things like table matches I never really care about. It's just like, oh, we get to see unless it's like a tag team elimination table match, we get to see a few table matches.
Yeah.
Usually just like one table.
I remember
bump, and they're very much.
Originally, I was like quite hyped for Cena Sheamus at that one TLC, and then it was like,
It was the first TLC.
Actually, that's just. I mean, it wasn't really all that good. Big Show and Cody Rhodes, where they done the whole.
Oh, when
Big
he
Show step through the table.
I like that. That was a nice. That
was cool.
Sometimes it's used like in a smart kind of way, but then at the same time, just like.
Yeah, it's nothing.
This is a bit pointless, you know.
Other match types have spoiled this in the way that some matches you'll get loads of table bumps and all that. So when it comes to a table match, it's just like,
oh, we get one table bump, but then the entire match is spent about them trying to get the table set up, and it's just like, it's boring. It's just boring. The one that surprises me with how many times I've really ended up really enjoying them is chase matches. I go into chase matches never really thinking it's a chase match, and then usually, I think nearly every chase match I've seen, apart from I think Batista Taker, which was the first one, I remember not being that the best, but like since then I remember really enjoying like a load of different ones, like Kalisto, Baron Corbin, and like
that was a great match at TLC. that was
just surprised, like it was a chain, and then like I remember really like, apart from the ending with the whole when he pulled the chairs on him, Barrett Cena from TLC, I remember really enjoying that.
Del Rio Ray
had
a chase match apparently.
I can't remember that one.
Unless, wait a minute, I'm reading through something on the Bleacher Report or something.
Okay. I can't remember that one.
There was Big Show and Sheamus.
Is that the one with Big Show's big chair?
Massive chair.
I enjoyed that. I think Big Show Henry had one. Because that's when Brian won the title. Or was Brian in the match? Or was it like a weird thing? I forget.
The chase match between Del Rio and Ray might not even be in WWE. It might just be something else.
Probably.
Some way. Ryback, Kane? Did they have a chase match? Because I've got the match graphic by it.
Oh, they might have. I barely remember.
TLC 2014.
I've only seen that event once. So I've only seen a couple of the TLCs once. So.
TLC and Stairs.
Oh, Tables, Ladders, Chairs and Stairs with the Stairs match between Shaw and Rowan, which actually I enjoyed that Stairs match. I'm not gonna lie, because they use Stairs quite a bit. And I like steps, bumps and steps. Yeah,
but you don't want to put Lesnar in them.
Yeah, that's Lesnar's weakness. That's what they need to do. That's what they should have done at TLC. Make it Tables, Ladders, Chairs and Stairs, and be like, I challenge you to a Stairs match, Brock.
Tables, Ladders, Chairs and Stairs.
That's why he's not showing up. He's like, I don't want to. Stairs.
Yeah. Can't be dealing with that.
My weakness.
So yeah, any other favourite ones or bad ones just want to highlight? Or are we done?
I think we've covered like literally everything, pretty much, apart from like really specific ones, like. Yeah,
I'm trying to think if there's any.
Mud wrestling or the mud things or mud pie.
Fourth Count Anywhere matches, lumberjack matches.
I don't.
Very hit and miss. Very
really
hit and miss.
Like every time I think
there's only one I've liked.
Like I can't say I've not enjoyed lumberjack matches, but I just really don't care about them. Like they just don't do nothing for me.
The like when they get announced, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, and then I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Because
to me, I just think, well, this could be used. They could do something better.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. Is they could do something.
Rollins, Ambrose, lightning struck once. For me so far, they've delivered a great lumberjack match. Rollins Ambrose from SummerSlam. It's the best lumberjack match.
When did that happen? Like
2014 or 15 maybe. Go back and watch that.
No, to be fair, I remember their feud that year being. The only thing I remember from them that year was a really great ladder match. Which lasted quite a long time. They had a really great feud that year, and then the Hell in a Cell they had.
Yeah.
but I can't remember. I'm getting vague recollections, but it's like still not like at Summer. But when he's at SummerSlam, I was a bit baffled.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that event once, so that's probably why. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's the most of them. We've gone through some of our favourites and some of the worst. So that's that topic. It's time for the High Spots segment, in which we run through the highlights from Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, wherever. And kicking it off was what I thought one of the better endings to a Raw.
Different. It was very different.
Yeah, very different. Because we've had the typical male superstars finish in whatever main events they do.
Usually
we've had the women superstars have some main events.
Usually like a match or like a tag match.
But the cruiserweights finish in the show without not even a match.
A segment.
It was a segment to finish, and it was the cruiserweights. And overall, I thought, what a damn good segment. And kind of looked like an Enzo Neville switch, but Neville, come on, he's probably still heel. Enzo kind of looks more heel now, after the whole promo. He's practically running down every cruiserweight in the division. They all come out and they're like, no. Neville walks out and he's like, no. And then Enzo's like, you can't hit me. No, you can't. And then Neville's like, yes, I can. And he did so.
No fucks given.
And then, did you watch what happened after the show?
Oh yeah, with Braun coming down.
Braun came out, done some stuff. All the cruiserweights then came in the ring, done some stuff. So they kind of like going with the story that no one can now have a shot at Enzo because of some contract he had Kurt write up. Yeah, what a good ending.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure it was like the execution was totally successful.
Yeah.
But I did really like what they did with it. I was very like, because when it came out, I was like, they're gonna have cruiserweights come out. I was like, yeah, I'm behind this, and then I got really into it. I think I really liked how Enzo, was acting and how Neville reacted to it, and just it is, and it kind of, considering that I was not fussed on how the No Mercy match went, this is a good aftermath to this. This is a good way of doing it, and I think I know a lot of people. I saw a lot of people go, well, now I want to see what happens in 205 Live.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was a good way to make people watch
205 Live for that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, really, because now they're playing up Enzo, and essentially, he is, being this like kind of dickish like heel guy who just thinks he's untouchable, and no one can have his title now, and it's just like really like. It's really interesting, because I'm not sure where they're going to go with it, essentially, because I know obviously Neville's just going to keep attacking Enzo.
Yeah, if no one can now challenge him, that's it, we're done.
Chuck out. Does this mean that because no one does it, will they just chuck all of them in there in like a ladder match?
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little thing, because for TLC, just have a nice...
Yeah, if they make the Cruiserweight title that important and actually give them one of the stip matches at TLC, I think that would be great for
because I think giving the roster all the roster a shot, or maybe most of the roster a shot at it in a big multi-man ladder match,
that would be
open
a
the
good
show
idea.
Enzo's just trying to find his sneak his way through and sneakily has to win again.
What steps of the Cruiserweights have? What have they had so far? I think they've had a Falls Count anyway, maybe. And
pretty much they've had the obviously multi-man eliminations, and they've had a submission,
but nothing.
2 or 3 falls.
And Jack Gallagher's little tea party.
Oh yeah, that street fight. I think they've had an I Quit match actually.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Jack Gallagher.
But
they haven't
a ladder match. I think is a great fit for cruiserweights.
At a pay-per-view, it's a great, because you want the cruiserweights to be this exciting kind of brand.
Yeah.
In a ladder match, you're gonna get some fantastic stuff, especially with that talent. You're gonna get some flying stuff.
You probably picture. I think for a championship ladder match between 6 to 8 people would be a nice little number. Enzo, Neville, Cedric Alexander, maybe Tony Nese, who knows,
Tozawa.
Noam Tozawa. There's a lot of talent there, which I think could just go in there, maybe take a few bumps, maybe show off what they can do, and you've just got a solid. That's a solid match waiting to happen. It practically books itself because the cruiserweight guys, they all know what they're doing.
I think
it's like that's an easy one. You'd be like, all right, we need good matches for TLC. Let's put all the cruiserweights in a ladder match. Done.
And it makes sense because they all want to vie after Enzo, because then disrespecting the division, they all want to just tear him down. And that's like a great way to do it, is just doing it that way, and then seeing how it plans out. And I'm kind of hoping it goes that way. I don't know. They might just stick with having him and something to do with Neville, but I'm really like, but they did a really good job of just making it interesting. And I can't fault them for that. It was, now it makes me think Enzo going on there. Great move.
Yeah, definitely.
If
this is what it'll lead to,
yeah,
all for it. SmackDown, we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn once again. Great match. I don't like how Sami Zayn is still being treated as this sort of enhancement for the bigger guys. Still getting beaten up. He took the bomb on the apron for however many times in the past few years. And then had finished with Shane making the save, and Owens running away. Great match, one of the highlights throughout the week. Also from SmackDown, we finally got our match. We got the Uso Penitentiary stipulation. Well, not really. It's just Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. We got
Usos, New Day, Hell in a Cell. I imagine the third person will be locked outside, unless shenanigans or something, and you have the three New Day on the inside.
They could call it DX Legacy, couldn't they? So
yeah.
There was only 4 of them in the match, but still they were like fighting on the outside when they were doing this and stuff. Honestly, I think this is like one of the most hyped I've been for a Hell in a Cell in ages.
Same. Because they can go.
You just know they're gonna go crazy in there, and they're just gonna go nuts essentially.
Yes, of course. The other Hell in a Cell is Shane and Owens, but this is a main event worthy match.
And they've had that feud going on long enough that it's a good build towards it.
Imagine, I'm trying to think the last time that for a pay-per-view it was a tag team main event match. I remember DX and Legacy and Hell in a Cell. They were the main event. But other than that,
I think the most they've ever had is like maybe like a Shield against someone in a main event.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, and that's about it.
No, Shield and Ryback, hell no, they weren't main event, were they? I don't think they were.
Not at TLC, no.
No.
But I feel like, I'm sure them. I thought them.
They probably
Evolution
might
have ended a show or something like that, or something along them lines. But it's rare for it to happen. But I think this. I mean, to be fair, they've been pushing it well as well with the hype promos, so I'd be happy for them to just put that in main rather than like
would they do the maybe typical opener and main? So the Hell in a Cell matches.
Because the thing is, they might end up having the tag team on first.
Yeah.
I feel like people are going to be exhausted from that and maybe not want to see the other one. So it's a tough call, really. But
you want to. The idea behind booking cards is kind of like you want to build up to the finish. You don't want to give away the finish, then have people to try and recover. Because sometimes the match, like if they do a Hell in a Cell match, sometimes the match after is their kind of recovery match, so it's kind of throwaway and whatever. And it's like none of these matches I want to see as throwaway matches. So where they build up, like Jinder and Shinsuke's.
I know for a fact they're not going to have them. Jinder and Shinsuke are going to be in the middle somewhere. Like I know they will not headline a Hell in a Cell show essentially. So I feel like I don't know whether they're going to space it out, but I'm glad we're getting the match anyway. That's the main thing. Like this is what we wanted, and Shane, and so I'm happy that's going to happen for sure.
Also on SmackDown, they had me again. Under Ziggler, they had me. The gong went off.
Straight away, I was like, nah, Taker's not coming.
I was front and centre. I was like, wait, they didn't announce Undertaker, did they? And I was like, the crowd ain't quite as like enthused. Why aren't they quite enthused? It's the Undertaker, damn it! And then it came out, and at first I thought it was Tyler Breeze, but then of course that happened to be Ziggler. Building a little feud with Bobby Roode. They're going to verse each other now at Hell in a Cell. Solid match. Like that could be a dark horse match of the night. Both great talent.
It's going to be good. For sure.
Yeah, damn it, they had me. Raw, Miz Reigns. I'm loving the dynamic. Miz, of course, he's amazing on the mic.
Of course, the big thing at the moment is teasing a Shield reunion.
Yeah.
And you had Miz Charge doing the little...
Yeah,
That's great.
I just loved it.
Although I've heard that they're not... Apparently, even though the plan is definitely to do a Shield reunion at TLC, they're not sure if they're going to do it against Miz Taraj.
Yeah.
So, I think someone planted the idea of having Miz in it, but having like someone like Miz Joe and then like someone else who's big.
Makes sense.
So yeah, because
bigger names.
I mean, look, I mean, I like Dallas and Curtis, but you know, they just it's hard to see them. It's hard to see them on the same level. So you kind of feel like, you know,
yeah,
maybe something will happen where Reigns takes them both out on a roll next week or something, and then Miz is like, well, you know, hey Joe, come.
Want to be my friend?
Doing that guy in your hand. But I can't remember who else they mentioned in being in it. Like it was
Braun?
Joe, could be Braun. Braun makes sense. He hates Reigns.
Yeah, and he's going against Ambrose and then Rollins next week.
They've hit something there.
So yeah, Braun and Ambrose this week. Good showing. Quite more competitive, I want to say.
Well, yeah, Ambrose was having a good go with his injury. I liked the injury from the night before as well. That was a nice.
But Braun, of course, went in. They want to keep Braun looking strong.
I mean, you know, Ambrose got one arm, so you can't really.
And then from NXT, Oney Lorcan versus Lars Sullivan. Oney Lorcan, whenever I've seen him, I'm like, yeah, this guy has got good energy. He's hitting hard.
Every time he has these like short, concise matches, and he just like does everything he can in that amount of time. And
like his stuff with Danny Burch as well.
I mean, when McIntyre come back and his first match was against Oney, it was like a great first match back. And like I said, he's just every little match he's added, he's just like really doing well. I'm all behind him and Burch teaming up as this like, you know, bold lads. Bold rough lads team. I think someone was like, I want a boldies division because obviously you had because Lars is bald and he's got and then you got Fabian Aichner who's bald, and they're all like these impressive like bald lads who just sort of like have like a
bald lad stable.
Division. But no, him and I really enjoyed him and Lars. Like he's just impressing me. And I know a lot of people are like, because he's 190 pounds, so people are like, oh, get him like on 205.
Yeah.
Or at least have him do something. I think the only issue I have with him is his name is a bit shit.
Oney Lorcan.
Like it's a bit it like when because obviously in the Indies he's known as Biff Busick, and like when he was in NXT the first time his name revealed, everyone was like, that just sounds like the random NXT name generator.
Yeah.
Like, let's put your name in the generator, you get Oney Lorcan. Like Oney is such an odd it is such an odd name.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how you can.
Didn't even think it would be a name. Like Oney Lorcan.
It doesn't sound like a name. That's the thing. It sounds like a made up name. Yeah. Like you just pulling as a name.
My name is Mr. Burns. How do you spell that? I don't know.
Other than that, you know, I can't fault him in ring with his just like, you know, he really makes people like.
People like him, and I wasn't he. I don't know if it came off heelish at first, but yet the crowd, you know, they like him. I like Oney Lorcan. Oney Lorcan number 1.
He's an impressive one.
So yeah, that's it for the high spots. Anything to add quickly? No?
No.
It's time for the Hard Attic.
What is it?
Dun 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 dun. With Eric Hart.
Yep. Okay.
What do you have for us?
Small thing this week really, because there's a couple of shows over the weekend. I mean, All Japan had the Royal Road Tournament finals, which included another Shuji Ishikawa Kento Miyahara match in the semi-finals. The finals ended up being Shuji against Suwama, and Suwama got the win, so I think now he gets a shot at Kento's title in the big Yokohama show next month.
Nice.
And then the other thing was Destruction. New Japan had the final Destruction show, Destruction in Kobe, which was headlined by Omega, Kenny Omega and Juice Robinson for the US title.
Yep.
It also had featured Trent Beretta in his debut as a heavyweight because he's been in New Japan for a while as part of the junior tag division with Rocky Romero, Roppongi Vice.
Yeah.
But at the G1 special in the US, Rocky said after a match they had, he said after that this was part of our 5-year plan. I think they failed to win the junior tag titles.
Yeah.
So he's like, 5-year plan was to put you in the heavyweight division. So this was so on this show they had Beretta in his first singles as a heavyweight, but essentially so they had him against Yujiro. Yujiro, not exactly the best of New Japan's talent. Not many people like him much. He, on a good day, he can do alright, but like a lot of the times he's not like the best.
Yeah.
But he put on a good match with Beretta. It was good. I enjoyed that. And then
I always liked Trent when he was in
Beretta's
WWE.
really great. And I think in the last year he's took some really mad bumps, which
well, he was the one that dived over the
did
top
the
rope.
miss. Yeah,
and,
he's done that. He's done that in New Japan.
Wow.
I can tell you. So he's crazy, and he's also really great. And he's I'm really happy to see him in the heavyweight division because this opens up new possibilities to him. Because if he does well enough, you could see him in the G1 Climax next year, or even like after like. I don't know if he'll ever get a world title shot, but Intercontinental title and ever openweight title.
Yeah.
I'd be really happy to see him in those kind of matches, and I know he has got that potential to really like impress there. But obviously, main event Omega, Juice, great little main event. Did well. Omega retained as I think was expected really, but they did a lot of stuff. They echoed a bit of Akiyama Kobashi doing a vertical suplex off the apron. That's never fun. You could tell that took a lot of them. But and then Kenny won with his one-winged angel off the top. So
one-winged angel.
It's the Joker driver.
I got you.
Did that off the top.
Nice.
Did that off the top to Juice. So fun times there.
Wow.
But now next weekend, the same weekend as Hell in a Cell, I do believe they've got the King of Pro Wrestling show. That's the biggest one because the World Heavyweight title will be on the line. Okada versus Evil. He's getting his shot. And then they've got a junior tag title match as well, and a tag team title match, and the junior title match, which is Kushida against Will Ospreay. So I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh, okay.
They had one of the best matches of the year in the Best of the Super Juniors final. So this is like, I'm really looking forward to this.
Was it Okada Evil? Is this
because Evil beat him in the G1?
Evil, yeah.
This is essentially
that's his title shot from that.
As and then also Naito is putting his Wrestle Kingdom title shot on the line against Tomohiro Ishii, who I think he beat him in the G1. That's why he gets this as well.
Right.
So, all links into that. Looks like a good card, but it also, the problem with these build-ups to Wrestle Kingdom is that it's very rare for anything to change hands.
Right.
And especially when you know the kind of how they're heading with things. Like it's very difficult to see Okada, because Okada's at the moment he's on his GOAT title run, so you need someone big to overthrow him.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to do it at Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, I'd love to see Evil as champ against Naito because you got teammates versing each other for the title there. But like, it's like you just it's difficult to really see any changes, and it's very rare. So it makes things very. So obviously it's predictable, but it should.
Yeah.
I mean, it still should be a good show, but it's just like that kind of that what's gonna happen kind of thing. So, but aside from that, I think that's all from this week. Really, I know. Yeah, that's everything. New Japan still rocking it out. Really.
Nice. Okay then. Now we're back.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. It's all about the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Overrated? Question mark. I think it's totally overrated. It's seems to me like I've watched much from what I've seen. It seems to just be about those moments, not the matches. Just those cool ass Austin moments.
It's down to like characters and like certain story segments rather than the overall kind of thing. I think in years it has become less and less regarded in some ways. I've seen more and more people come speak out over it. Yeah. And then obviously you've still got the people who clamour on that's it. I mean, it's fine if it's your favourite era. Nothing against that, but don't say that, but also don't disregard people's opinion if they think that Attitude Era isn't all that in a bag of chips,
All that in a bag of chips.
Like most of the people who love the Attitude Era are the people who maybe don't watch wrestling as much or much more casual. They
watched the Attitude Era and then kind of drifted off, so they remember it as the heyday.
And they're more casual fans who just don't really watch modern stuff these days, or if they do, they complain it's not edgy enough, it's not PG, or it's too PG.
Too PG?
Like, PG means anything, to be honest with you. Like, edginess doesn't equate to good wrestling. It just means, hey, blood!
Yeah, blood.
That basically all it is blood, and it would have been like
I don't care about blood.
Sexualized stuff, but you don't get we don't get the objectification. So
you don't get that live sex celebration from Edge and Lita anymore.
So it's like that era is interesting because obviously I first got into wrestling during the kind of the sort of the tail end. It was like mid 2000s.
Yeah, my came after that
because there was Sunday Night Heat on Channel 4 S4C. Because we didn't have Sky, so it was just like S4C. Oh, let's watch this, and got really into it from there. And then they started showing pay-per-views on S4C, which was
on S4C.
S4C, and they showed pay-per-views. We recorded. They didn't show all the pay-per-views, but we recorded Armageddon 2000 and Vengeance 2001 because they showed them on. And Backlash 2001 because they showed them on S4C.
Was it in Welsh?
No. It was like the normal programming. Back in terrestrial TV days, we didn't have Channel 4, did we?
No.
It was just S4C. S4C was our Channel 4, so they'd show.
Wasn't S4C the Welsh channel though?
It is now, and it was still then. But what they used to do with S4C because Wales didn't get normal Channel 4,
right?
They'd show all the normal Channel 4 programming.
Right, okay.
As well as slotting Welsh
Channel 4
program.
would have had the wrestling stuff.
So if Channel 4 had Heat, then S4C would have Heat because it's fair for the Welsh people.
Yeah.
Like, we'd still have Welsh program, but it was much more minimal than what it is now. Now it is full on because everyone can get S4C and Channel 4.
Yeah.
So there's no point in segregating it, but back in the day, that's what they did. So that's a fun fact for you. And obviously, it didn't capture me as a kid, and I got everything to thankful for that. And I think to some extent in the mid noughties, I might have, as a kid, said, "Oh, the Attitude Era was better."
Yeah.
But at the time, the mid noughties is a very a lot of the wrestling isn't the best. The mid noughties, when you watch back, when I watch it, but funny enough, when watching stuff back now, I'm still more interested in watching stuff in the mid noughties than I am in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing about it, is just like at one point I decided I watched every single Raw from 2000 and pay-per-view and every Raw and SmackDown, every single Raw and SmackDown from 2001. And from there, I could tell you, and from there is where I really noticed what worked and what didn't. And what I noticed was the best matches were usually no disqualification. That's where the Attitude Era, for me, that's where the Attitude Era shined, is because one thing it did do right is these great no DQ matches. Mick Foley and Triple H feud, the trying to think of other stuff off the top of my head now, but and the Hell in a Cell matches of that era and all that, it's just where it really shined through, because obviously that it worked. You know, it was very like rough and edgy and sort of like, but the general wrestling matches, they'd have like a lot of the matches lasted under 10 minutes, 5 minutes usually, of just like, let's just do some moves, and then that's it kind of thing. And it just doesn't capture me as much as watching other stuff, essentially. And like the characters were there, the characters were great. The characters,
it was all about the characters.
Rock and Austin, they connect, the characters did connect with people, and I can't deny that's
definitely
the case.
DX.
But in terms of just the wrestling side, it never,
it seemed like it weren't the most important thing for them to.
And it's understandable, because sometimes you do want, it is about audience connection, and I can get why people love it. My brother will be watching. My brother loves watching it. My cousin loves the Attitude Era. It's just, for me, I feel like at the heart, I think it comes down to what you really want from wrestling. At the heart of it, I just like watching the matches mainly. I
love good matches.
And I love just watching good wrestling. So that's why I feel like I never come back to it as much, because I'm just like, like that's not to say the wrestling isn't good, but the wrestling doesn't capture me and inspire me as much as just everything else outside of that. And it's and none of my favorite wrestlers really come from that kind of era either. Like, I just couldn't, like, Rock and Austin. I'm honestly not. It took me ages to really get behind Austin, really, and I'm not. I'm still now. I'm just like, I don't see him as like my favorite. I prefer, to be honest, I prefer a lot of his pre-fully WWF stuff, like his WCW runs when he was
stunning Steve Austin.
When he started turning into a brawler and just doing brawls, and like, because people are always like, oh, he had all these good matches, and he's had. I can remember his worst matches. Somehow, him and Taker never worked. Him and Taker, I remember every match I've seen of him and Taker have just always been a bit like.
I think they were on, when people are on about the Austin matches, the majority of the ones they're on about, they're not wrestling matches. They're entertainment. They're entertaining.
They're brawls.
Like, I like watching some Austin stuff because the energy behind it. But in terms of just like a pure wrestling, there's not much there. Like nowadays, we're spoiled with we're getting quality wrestling.
It is quality. It is like I said, it is. We're in quite possibly. Well, we are in the best era in terms of just wrestling.
Yeah.
Quality.
It's less about the characters and story now. Most people's characters are kind of just them being. Which has
a wrestler. Which has like a knock-on effect, because that is what has turned audiences away. Yeah. So there is a need for the characters to really connect, but at the same time, I'm happy because I just get to see a lot of good stuff, good wrestling every week, and that's what's tuning me in more than it is promos. If a lot of the times, if I'm not big, when I like end up watching like a Raw or SmackDown, there are times when I'll just be like, I just can't be asked with the promo, I'll skip through it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'm here for the wrestling, or I'm here for just the thing, and that's just always been my thing. And that's where I feel like, and that's where, like I said, where I just don't end up watching, like, Attitude Era just seems more of a grey area for me, because I'm just like, it'll only be every now and again I'll be like, oh, I'll watch this, or I'll watch that. There's some pay-per-views I do really like SummerSlam 2000 and stuff, but like, there's never that urge to go back to just watch
No,
it.
people keep going on about it. I'm just like, I mean, I'm sure, yes, there were some great matches. An Austin one, Austin and Brett. Was that really an Attitude Era?
That
one?
was
that
the
was
pre.
kind of
That was like the
wasn't it?
kickoff.
Yeah.
That's like the people put that as the seed that planted it essentially.
Yeah. I watched that match. Great match. Like.
Took me a while to come around to that. Like I remember. Because one of the things I hate is crowd brawls, which was a big thing in that era.
Yeah.
Another reason I like watching Austin. Crowd brawls can go eat a dick. I'm sorry, but
Was it
like it worked in that.
WrestleMania
match.
15? Was it?
Was it him and Austin? No, him and Rock.
Austin Rock. That was a brawl, wasn't it? At the beginning when they done. Did they do the back body drop with his leg landing on the lighting equipment?
Might have, yeah.
I enjoyed that one as well.
But it's funny with Rock and Austin because everyone's like, "Oh, WrestleMania 17." My favorite Rock and Austin match is WrestleMania 19, and a lot of people don't like that because they can tell Austin's like hurting. I know Reese always mentioned that he doesn't like he doesn't like how Austin looks in that. But I always remember really enjoying that match because I love WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
And like the 17 WrestleMania. Right, here's the thing. WrestleMania 17 is overrated.
17. What was it? 17.
That was Austin Rock. It was the best match on that show was TLC 2.
Right.
Or TLC 3.
Undertaker, Flair,
Undertaker Triple H.
Yeah.
It's Test vs Edge. There's a hardcore match which involves Kane on a golf cart, or Raven on a golf cart. Where there's Raven on a golf cart for the Michael title.
Hogan?
In Big Show thing. Hogan was in that 2001.
No.
It's 2001. This is. So it's literally
Scott
like this was when
Hall,
Austin.
Kane? No.
This doesn't. No, you're thinking 18.
Right.
No.
I keep mixing them up.
No. Oh, and Angle Benoit.
Ooh. Okay.
Angle Benoit. TLC 2. Or TLC, or the third match between the Hardys, Edge, ENC, and Dudley's. Okay, those are really good matches. Rest of the card is fine.
Yeah.
But is it fantastic? No, it's just like everyone loves everyone goes on about Austin Rock, the Austin Rock main event. I think it's just okay.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. Like Austin does his turn as a heel and like wins by just whacking Rock with chain multiple times, whacking Rock with a chain multiple times. But the match itself, I thought, I'm just like
that's right.
It's a really weird thing, really, and it's like I said, it all comes down to what you really want from wrestling. And I can understand people's attachment to it, and I can understand people's love for it. But for me, it's just an era that I've grown less and less care for as the years have gone by.
Yeah.
And it was an important step for wrestling because it did make it popular. It did do a lot. It did get me into it. I can't deny its influence. It's just for me, there's not much. The only thing I'm ever interested in it is watching stuff I've not seen.
Right.
Like going through the Raws or the Smackdowns. But in terms of rewatching, there's never really that urge to go, I want to rewatch this.
I think with like people, because obviously you said you were introduced into the Attitude Era. A lot of people were. Yeah. To be fair.
Or growing up as a kid.
I think many people still look at the Attitude Era with these rose-coloured nostalgia glasses, and they're just like, oh, the Attitude Era, the Attitude Era. I would say to those people, go back and watch some of those matches. Look at some of today's matches. Compare some of the sort of promos and all that, and tell me, the Attitude Era is the best era. Like, they'll probably still stick by it sometimes, but at least then they would have given it a bit of a fairer shot, because like it's so highly regarded. I'm just like, there's no way that you literally think this is the best sort of wrestling and rather there's got to be something just nostalgia.
The whole argument of today's PG, like that's not an argument. That's just like PG.
So it's less blood. That's all it means now.
PG means nothing. Edginess isn't the be all end all of wrestling at the end of the day.
Yeah. But Attitude Era, is it overrated? I believe so. You kind of believe so.
I kind of do.
Anything else to add?
Really?
No?
I think that's it.
Okay, so that's it for the main event. So, No Mercy happened. We had, and continued, our predictions. And here is the current leaderboards. In 7th place, we have Squire with 8 points.
Yeah, he's always going to be last, to be honest.
Because I don't think he participated in the No Mercy one.
What a fool.
In 6th place is Jack with 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
In 5th place is Matt with 19 points. Then tied 3rd place. Woof, 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 woof. Shut up, dog. Tied 3rd place is JJ and Josh with 26 points. 2nd place is myself with 33 points. And then 4 points ahead is Eric, 37 points. Completely luck-based. There was no skill in your predictions.
One prediction wrong. One prediction.
No, 2. Asuka didn't debut.
Oh, Asuka, sorry, the wild card.
But I also had that wrong. So, yeah. So you're still in the lead. I'm only 4 points behind, so I can easily bring it back. Hell in a Cell could be my show.
Could be.
I'm already thinking. I think I've got.
I don't know.
I think I'm predicting.
I'm not sure where to go really. I think I've got ideas.
So next week will be our Hell in a Cell predictions. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you like what you saw, don't forget to give us the old thumbs up down below. And if you want to continue watching more Conquest content, click on that subscribe button. Click on the bell icon next to it and you'll get notifications each and every time we upload a video. You can join the Conquest through a number of different ways. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/join the Conquest. If you do so, it will be greatly appreciated because Patreon will help us grow and continue our world conquest of everything. Wrestling, gaming, just entertainment. You name it, we want to do it. Maybe not everything, but most things.
Everything.
You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/conquestcg and you can follow us on Twitter at run_conquest. We have an Instagram. We have an editorial website. We have a YouTube page. That is exactly what you're watching us on right now. And we have some other things. All the links will be down in the description below. This guy right here also has his own blog where he does wrestling reviews. Do you do it every week for Raw SmackDown or as close to you?
I don't. I've not done the weekly shows much these days. Like I've never really fancied. Like it's only every now and again.
Someone just like
do it or
not worth it. Or
it's not down to timing and stuff. I did do a review for No Mercy though, so I think that's the last thing I've done. So it's my wrestling watching has become a bit minimal at the moment, or a bit more minimal.
Yeah.
Compared to like, but to be fair, that's probably from the amount I've been watching this year, so because I have watched a lot. So, but you know, there's still I got over 100 views on the reviews on the so
nice.
Know, it's worth checking out. So that is at blazingheart.wordpress.com. It is
Blazing Heart, no G in Blazing.
Blazing, not again. I will reiterate. It's not weed related.
It's not 420. So yeah, that will also be down in the description down below. This whole thing has been No Flips Just Mics episode 12, I think yeah, because we had 10, then we had 11. I think this is 12.
Yeah, it was 12.
I have been Rhys Baldwin. He has been Eric Hart. And for joining, you've been absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time on No Flips Just Mics. And there's just one thing left to do, just one little small thing, and that's to ring the bell.